My past is gone. My past will no longer be an excuse. My past will no longer dictate my actions. My past will no longer stop me. My past will be fuel. Fuel to keep pushing. Fuel to keep driving. Fuel to step into my greatness.
All right, y'all. I'm super excited. Week 1, weigh in, amped up.
Last week was 387.
387. Your boy is ready. Let me stay still. Anticipation. Yeah, boy. That's 382. Your boy is 5 pounds down.
What?
That's what I'm talking about. 1 week, baby.
5 pounds.
1 week. Yeah.
The lean, son.
Boy. I ain't ready for that yet.
They're getting the sexy in.
That's when the buff come in. It ain't there yet. We still got it from Fluff.
5 pounds, bro. Congratulations.
5 pounds. Thank you.
Let's go.
Well, thank y'all
For the support.
Yes.
Dude, awesome.
What's up, guys? So as you can see, we had the grand idea of Brad pulling me on the sled with 180 pounds on top of that as well. I'm 220 pounds dead weight. I mean, and dude just bossed it the first time. And I mean, it may look a little easy here, but I'm telling you guys, it put bruises in his arms, and this exercise right here will just straight up exhaust you. And then I went ahead and did it. We just filled it up with plates, and I'm telling you, right about here, you'll see it. I slowed down. I mean, every bit of energy I had just was gone. These sled pulls, if you have the ability to do sled pulls anywhere, go for it. They will exhaust you. Then we just took a battle rope. We took the largest battle rope we could find. They have really thin ones and then thicker ones. Wrapped it around the other sled, put some weight on it, and just pull, pull, pull. And a lot of this is cardio, but I mean, I'm sore from doing it today. Here we got wall balls, and this was a 20-pound wall ball, I believe. And you can see how high Brad's getting up there, just really being explosive with it and getting it up as high as you can. Ideally, you want to squat, just as you see him squatting, and just get it up as high as you can. Throw it. If you have the energy, catch it and throw it back up. If not, as you can see, he's just letting it bounce. And this isn't actually the full clip, and he actually did a lot more than this. And I had told him 10 more, and he busted out those 10 more, and he was just completely exhausted. If you've ever done wall balls, you can see how high he's getting them up. You know how exhausting it is, and you can see it right here in his face, and you can see in his arms right there from the sled pulls. I mean, this workout is absolutely 100% completely exhausting. There I am, just doing the sled pulls again with the battle rope. I mean, everything he does, I'm sitting there doing it with him. We're in this thing together, and I would never ask him or expect him to do anything that I'm not willing to do myself. Right here is just a neat little exercise. Brad's going to hop in on this next time. It's just another version of sled pulls. It's a cool little sled that the gym had, and so we figured we'd put some plates on it and test it out. It's exhausting, just like the other ones when you're pulling weights. And I mean, that's really all this is, just many different variations of pulling weights. And I mean, I can feel it in my lats big time today. Here we got huge tire flips. This tire was not light, not to mention it was full of water in the beginning when we were doing tire flips. As you can see, the water splashing out of it. And this was towards the end of the workout. So Brad and I were both completely 100% exhausted here. I mean, sweats burn your eyes. It was hot as hell out there that day. I believe it was like 90 plus degrees, and the humidity, if you've ever been in South Carolina, the humidity will take it out of you alone. And then the heat beating off that concrete, it was a great time. It was an awesome workout. You can see right here, digging deep, flipping that tire. And I mean, all these exercises, every single one of these exercises you guys see in this circuit are just meant to take it out of you. I mean, really take every ounce of energy out of you.
I can't see.
And as you can see, it worked very, very well. And then, of course, This is the second time Brass pulled me. I figured I'd Oregon Trail it and try to give him some motivation, but the whipping factor doesn't work anymore. Honestly, we're just having fun. We have fun in everything we do. Laugh, lighthearted, have a good time. And as you can see, I mean, when that energy's gone, but look, he was gutting it out. There was no quit. And you know what? That's the kind of motivation and effort that it takes to take it to the next level. It takes that extra effort, that willpower, that no matter what grind ethic to take your body, take your mind to the next level. And there was absolutely no quit. I mean, he had his mind made up. He was pulling me and that weight to the fence. And that is exactly what he did right there. I'm telling you guys, if you have the opportunity to utilize a sled, go out there and have some fun. And then you can see, I mean, this clip right here says it all. You can see how we were pulling the sled in the first one, and then in the second one, it's just, we're exhausted, but he's still 100% effort, giving it everything he's got.
Empty the tank. Everything you got. Everything you got. Woo! That boy got the balance.
I gotta go down. Oh my goodness. This ground is hot.
Hot as hell. I don't know what
Oh
you
my
thinking.
God.
Here,
I can't breathe.
sit up. You getting up?
So, you know, I've been overweight my whole life, and some of the struggles that I dealt with, you know, going to school, getting picked on all the time, and like, you know, girls didn't want to talk to me, you know, if I'm being completely transparent. I felt like I was nasty, and people just treated me like crap all the time. And I didn't have thick skin. I wanted to develop thick skin, but my way of doing that was I started making fun of myself. You know what I mean? And that way, if I made fun of me, it would make it seem like all the other people that made fun of me, it didn't matter. When in reality, the truth is inside, it was killing me, it was hurting me, it was breaking my heart. But I had to pretend like everything was okay because I didn't want to show the pain and the suffering that I was going through. I remember standing in lunch lines and getting my lunch and sitting down, and all of these kids around me are like making fun of the fact that I got a cheeseburger and some fries. And at school, they don't give you a whole lot of other options, so that's what it is. And it used to hurt so bad. And I remember I used to have to wear these uniform shirts, and like they would be super tight, and I call them man boobs, because in reality I feel like I have bigger boobs than some of the women out there, and that's a hard thing to deal with. You know what I mean? And when I was younger, we used to like play sports, and I remember I played football, and I never got to play because I always weighed in too heavy. I was always overweight. So I got to the point where I started thinking, okay, well, what do I need to do? How do I need to do this? And all of my friends were going like these crash diets and everything else. And when I was younger, I tried. You know what I mean? I tried dieting and this and that. And I had friends that literally could eat a pot of spaghetti and 6 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches and like not gain any weight whatsoever. But yet I would look at that stuff and gain like 10 pounds. I swear, it was freaking crazy. And I started getting older, and I met my wife, my oldest son. He's 22 now. When I met her and him, he was just turning 3. And I remember I wanted to be able to go play with him, and I wanted to be able to go outside and throw the ball with him and chase and run. And I did that one time, and I fell backwards off the swing and broke my wrist because the swing wouldn't hold me and the chain popped. I remember taking him to the amusement parks, and my very first why on why I wanted to change my life, and when I first met Alex and get on the right path, was because we used to go to the amusement parks, and first of all, I had to pay extra to bring my little brother so my son would have somebody to ride with. and we was sitting in front of, I think it's called Space Mountain or Magic Mountain or one of them rides. And my wife had done some research and found out that people were dying on the rides. And my son's standing beside us. We're supposed to be having a ball at Disney World, and he's crying. And I asked him, why are you crying? I couldn't figure it out. And he said, because I don't want you to die. I want y'all to think about that for a minute, because I don't want you to die. Dude, that slapped me in the face. I mean, just knocked me out. And I was like, nah, this can't happen no more. It's time to change. It's time to get past this and move on and get better. And y'all, I'm here to tell you, even with all of that stuff happening and getting slapped in the face and everything else, I still couldn't seem to let go of my past. My past was just holding on to me. It was like a ball of chain stuck to my legs and just dragging me and dragging me and dragging me back. And every time I thought I was gonna push forward, and every time I thought I was gonna change my lifestyle and do different things, my past kept coming up and grabbing me and dragging me down. All right? So the one thing that I had to learn was, in order for me to move forward, in order for me to get better, in order for me to get to where I wanna be and be around for when my little baby girl grows up and she gets married and she graduates high school. I know I went backwards on that because she better graduate before she gets married. But in order for me to be around for all of these things, in order for me to be around when she has her first child, I have to let my past go. I have to forget about my past. I have to think about the future. I have to push forward. I have to stay strong for the future. So I'm here now. I'm giving y'all some insight on my past, some of the struggles I went through, some of the things I went through, because I'm here to tell you it's time for me to let go of my past. And it's time for me to move forward.
What's up, guys? So we had a subscriber question, and the question was, how do you stay motivated? There are many different answers to this. I can tell you guys what I'm doing right now, but I believe I've done different things throughout my journey, and sometimes I cycle through different things. So, you know, I think there are mornings where you need to wake up and just get moving, right? And maybe go for a run and listen to some hyped up personal development or some hyped up music and think about what your goals are. Or some days, like, you just need to get really clear on why you're doing what you're doing. Or maybe some days you wake up and look at your kids and you're like, man, this is enough. But I'll let you guys, I'll fill you guys in on what I'm doing right now, and hopefully that provides some value to you. So I have a list of 20 goals, and I write those goals down every single morning. These 20 goals are like life goals, you know? Of course, my intention is to accomplish them with a massive sense of urgency. Right? Not essentially rushing the process, but always in action that's in alignment with those 20 goals. And that's why I write them down every morning. So every morning as I'm writing down each goal, say for one of my goals is for my daughter to be in mixed martial arts, right? So I'm visualizing her in mixed martial arts, or my kids in Montessori school. So I'm visualizing them in that school, or whatever that goal is. As I'm writing it, one of my goals is to retire my parents. And as I'm writing that goal, I'm literally thinking of the moment that I let them know, you don't have to work a day in your life anymore. And as I'm writing them down and visualizing those experiences, every morning I'm getting fired up, because here's a big tip. If the goals that you're writing down don't excite you, you're not writing down the right goals. You're writing down what you feel like is the right goal, but to you it's not the right goal. So as you're doing this, sometimes it takes a little bit of time to get clear on that, and that's okay. If you don't have 20 goals that really excite you, that is a-okay. I didn't either. So just take that time and figure out what it is that excites you, what it is that gets you going, and write those goals down. It can be 20, it can be 10, it could be 30, but what I've noticed is, since I write those goals down every morning, I really take that extra energy and extra effort to visualize myself in those situations or see that goal happening. That's what I'm thinking out throughout the entire day. So as I'm thinking about that nonstop, I'm working towards it in everything I do. So you could say that is a strong sense of motivation, or it's just guiding your mind to a specific direction. So I hope you guys get value out of that. That's what I do, but I mean, there are a million things you can do and I have done. So I'm sure as we go out throughout this process, we'll be able to equip you with many tools on how to stay motivated. All right, y'all are awesome. Thank you.
All right, y'all. So guess what? We had a subscriber question, and thank you first of all so much for your question and your support. And the question was, how do you stay motivated? All right. So first of all, right now, one of the biggest things that's got me motivated is doing this series with you guys, knowing that my goal is to inspire someone else and push someone else and show what's possible. So that's going to keep me going. But I also want to kind of, you know, I feel like there's a myth in motivation. All right. Motivation doesn't last. Motivation is something that might last for a minute or might last for a day or a week or a month. But at the end of the day, motivation, it doesn't really last. What drives you lasts. All right. And let me tell you something. If you really want to push through and do anything, you have to find out something outside of yourself that is going to drive you every second of every day. And that's what's going to keep you motivated. Being driven is what's going to give you motivation all throughout the day, all throughout the week, all throughout the month. All right? You have to be driven, and you have to find something outside of yourself that is driving you. Okay?
Listen, Linda. From the bottom of my heart, sincerely, I want to thank you guys so much. All the love and support that you guys have been putting out there and putting into the universe, all the shares and everything that you guys have been doing, man. Y'all have no idea how much that fires me up, how much that motivates me, how much that inspires me to want to just push even harder.
Boys fired up.
And listen, it's been freaking unbelievable, you guys. So look, I cannot say thank you enough. So thank you.
Thank you. Also, huge shout out to the Bar Fitness for sponsoring us throughout this journey.
Yes.
And allowing us to use the facility and record there. And they just really wanted to support the journey. They saw what we were doing, and they loved it.
So freaking awesome.
And I love that freaking gym. Brad loves the gym.
Yes.
So we're going to be utilizing the hell out of the Bar Fitness. Thank you guys. Also, if you find value out of these episodes and you enjoy it, please comment. If you have questions, we're doing this to support you guys. So any questions you guys have, we want to hear them.
Anything.
We want to answer them. We want to talk to you and really help you in any way we can.
Yes.
Share with your friends. And please make sure you subscribe to the channel, because we're not going to be able to release the full episodes on Facebook or any other platform. We'll be able to release previews, but the full episodes will be on the YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. Not only that, though, we're going to be consistently uploading different kinds of videos for you guys.
Yeah. Like
a full day of eating, so you guys can see what it looks like, what we eat on a typical day. And you'll get the best of both worlds with that. See, I'm doing something different than Brad. I'm working on gaining muscle and changing my physique in a different way. And so you guys get to see two different types of dieting. We're also going to do like some cool workout videos and some daily vlogs here and there. Really just give you guys a broad spectrum of what a healthy, active lifestyle looks like, and show you really how easy it is. So like Brad said, man, y'all are freaking amazing. We love you guys. Thank y'all.
Yes. Thank you.
Peace.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have you ever loved someone so much you giving on for? Not the expression, no, literally giving on for. When they know they're your heart and you know you are their armor, and you will destroy anyone who would try to harm her. But what happens when karma turns right around to bite you, and everything you stand for turns on you to spite you? What happens when you become the main source of a pain? Daddy, look what I made. Dad's gotta go catch a plane.